Greetings everyone, my name is Keith Nidifer, and for my level I chose to go with an abandoned factory. The premise of the story is that the player is chosen to go search through this abandoned factory to try to find rare medicines which are no longer able to be produced. So the player will then enter, following the breadcrumb, will show them how to get into it. And then they are introduced with their first objective here. The objective is to not only find your way out, but also collect 8 different medicine packs here. So that was the first one. Once you're inside, the next collectible item is shown up above. In order to get to that one, you need to take one of the movable objects and jump on top in order to collect that item. The first mechanic that I have is a pressure plate. For this pressure plate here, the player just takes a movable object and places it on top. This will then open the door to the next area. The next area has one of the 8 collectible items. Now with the conveyor belt here, if the player notices it moves in the wrong direction, in order to get to the next door here, they have to use this button in order to change the direction of the belt. Now with this, you can't just use any object. If you put just any object here, it will not fit. You have to use a small object, and it just so happens that there is a small object right here. Once it goes through the belt, it will open the door. There's another breadcrumb here for the player, showing them the path. Now in the next room here, there is another pressure plate setup. The player will just use, again, grab null to get another object or to place on this pressure plate. And this one will open the next door here, which will double back here. And that will get you your next object. Now we're 4 out of 8 collectibles. And to get the next room here, you actually have to climb up above. This will lead to another collectible. And a similar setup here. The conveyor belt does not go in the right direction. The player must activate the conveyor belt, place the object on, which will activate the door. But in this scenario, this door is actually not the one that's going to open. So the player must go back to the original hallway. And when they do, they notice that this now main door is open, so the second part of the level is now available. When in this room here, there's a breadcrumb leading there. Also another medicine pack. So now we only need 2 more and to find the exit. Now you'll notice there's a conveyor belt set up here and a pressure plate here. For the conveyor belt, similar setup, but this time the panel is missing. So the player must find the location of the panel in this room in order to change it, and then also place a small enough object to get to the next room. As you can see here, there's the small object we need, but we're missing the panel, which is actually in this corner. Once activated here, the player will then grab the object, and they will take it to the next room. This will then open up, and you will get your next piece. And now that just leaves one more collectible. And the last setup is again a pressure plate. Place the object there, open the door, and the last object and the exit as well. So now we have all items collected and we have found the exit. And that is the end of my level. Thank you so much